All right, everybody, welcome back in for another episode of Market Close with Sal here, the other half of Simply Investing. Cody, unfortunately, is not with us today, but we're definitely glad to have you in here. I'm sorry for the delay. I'm kind of coming to the end of my day running my businesses, so definitely glad to have you in here. Glad to have you guys in here. We see that we have quite a few people on Twitter here and some people on YouTube and Twitch and Facebook. But let you guys know we're live on all platforms. So join in with us, like and subscribe. As always, these lives and videos are supported by you guys hitting that subscribe and like button. Really help us out, really help us grow. Also, if you guys got a comment, hit us up in the chat. I'll try to answer any questions that come in, but we're definitely glad to have you in here. With that being said, guys, welcome in. It's definitely been a fun, an interesting couple days. I expected the market to keep going down, but we are rising as of right now. So at the close of today, we got the market cap is at 1.66 trillion, down about a quarter of a percent. Greed and fear index is at 59. We got Bitcoin up about 8% on the week, Ethereum up about 4.5% on the week. Got XRP down a percent and a half, Chainlink up 8.5%, Polkadot up almost 7.5%. We also have Quant. And I get to it. Where is Quant? There it is. Down here, it is down about a fifth of a percent. So definitely holding its own there, but definitely glad to have you guys in here. It's been very interesting. As you guys know, Bitcoin is definitely back on the rise for some reason or another. It just keeps pushing upwards. So, and I have a feeling it's because there's a lot of people buying, a lot of momentum. Retail investors are definitely pushing forward with this, so they're definitely getting more and more involved. Even though Grayscale is moving hundreds of millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin over to Coinbase, which does not bode well with the Bitcoin ETF kind of in a disastrous limbo here. But Bitcoin overall, it's still rising. I told you guys when it dipped into the high 30s, definitely a good time to start dollar cost averaging in. Still a great price. I myself bought a little bit of Bitcoin today to just keep dollar cost averaging in as I keep growing and building my portfolio up there. If you guys want to know my portfolio, definitely go to the YouTube channel or Rumble and look up Simply Investing, and you'll see the What's in Your Portfolio, where I go over my portfolio, my wins and my losses. But definitely glad to have you folks in here. Keep hitting that like and subscribe button. We really appreciate you guys joining in. So with that being said, there's really nothing else to say. We got the Bitcoin Max. He's just kind of coming out the gates with Bitcoin and saying all shit coins are going to zero. Bitcoin's kind of going to be the only crypto around. Of course, Bitcoin Maxis say that. But keep in mind, there's a lot of blue chip cryptos out there that are going to do very well in this coming bull run. Two of which I think are Chainlink and Quant. They're definitely doing very well. There are big portions of my portfolio, so I do have money in there. I'm putting my money, excuse me, put my money where my mouth is. But I do want to say there is a risk involved because we don't know if if it's going to pan out in the long run. But definitely glad to have definitely a good thing to have in there to offset, get a better return on investment with mitigating some risk on there. But with that said, too, going back to the markets kind of flat. But we got Nasdaq down almost 0.75%. We got the S&P kind of flat, and we have Dow. It's up, but it's up kind of flat. Up about a third of a percent, a little over a quarter. So it's like the markets are still doing well, even though the economy is still kind of shaky, kind of going like this. We got a lot of black swan events that are still out there. I sound like a broken record, but they're still out there. We got cracks in the real estate industry. We got cracks in the auto industry. We still have banks, tech companies laying off masses of people, but we're still at a 3.9 unemployment, and that's mostly because people are getting laid off or going right to DoorDash and Uber and Uber Eats trying to get supplemental income while they wait for their unemployment or anything else to or get another job. However, I think the days of overbloated zombie companies are over. They're kind of falling to the wayside, especially in the online car industry. I got a video coming out on Friday with about Vroom. So put that on your notification bar. It should go live on the at noon on Friday. But I do want to say though that it is It is an interesting time because it's very hard to facilitate online sales with every state being different with how title processes are done, state taxes and all that stuff, how trades are done, all the laws and bylaws of every state. So it's very difficult to sell someone a car from New York City to someone in California. However, Carvana seems to be making it, but I think out of all the used car dealers, CarMax is going to be the one that's going to be standing because they have uh, retail footprints and they can use online to drive people to those locations and maybe upsell them. Whereas Carvana, it's just kind of you just got to go with what they're giving you as far as the customer, and Carvana's got to rely on the client for what they're trading in. So they're taking heavy losses on a lot of these trade-ins because, of course, people kind of embellish their trade-in, and without a physical person to actually see the vehicle until it gets delivered to a Carvana spot, they're gonna lose money. Not to mention they're losing money on all the inventory they bought last year, which is dropping in value fast. I can tell you right now, I'm in my moving and trucking business. We're acquiring some more trucks. I can tell you right now, it used to be like 50, 60, 70, 80, sometimes up to $100,000 for a used moving truck. And now they're back down to 15, some are 10 grand. So people are losing some money. We do have a lot of businesses going out of business, both small, mid cap, regional, and of course, large corporations. I do expect some big bank to shutter its doors, especially with the law of big banks can't bail out regional banks. So a regional bank will go bust at some point. I just have that hunch in my stomach. But if we're going to have a downward turn in the economy and reach the bottom of this recession, because we're already in a recession, it's probably going to be in October. That's probably when, because all the biggest and harshest crashes in the economy happen in October. Just historically worked that way. So I'm guessing it's going to happen in October. Ooh, excuse me. I don't know why. As soon as I start talking, I keep it's like I got to clear my throat. But bear with me on that. But hear me out on this. There's still investment opportunities. There's still growth. There's still options to invest in. I'm dollar cost averaging across the board on all my stocks, all my cryptos. I'm just putting money in. But right now, I'm keeping quite a bit of cash set aside because it might be a good time to get some rental properties as the real estate division looks like it's starting to slow down in some former hotspot cities and states where people are moving to. But Texas is still going strong. Northwest Arkansas is still going strong. Florida, this people are still moving out there. So, but I do have to say this with my moving company, I do see that people are moving back to the big cities because that's where the big jobs are. That's where the opportunity is. So just keep that in mind that people's spending habits are going to go to a recession mindset where they're not going to do the discretionary spending anymore. They're going to start saving their money. They're going to start paying down debts. They're going to start knocking off stuff, things, other debts, or they're just going to cut off spending. So I do see things like Netflix, Hulu, anything that's kind of like a discretionary product or service, it's going to fall to the wayside. So keep that in mind. Any service-based stock definitely going downhill. And also going back to crypto, we also want to take a look at Web3, Chainlink, Dot, Atom, all the Web3 tokens. They're going to start seeing some good momentum going into the next quarter because Web3 is becoming a big focus. I know Polkadot is having a Web3 seminar again in March. You guys can just free to sign up for the virtual event. Just go to their link. I might put the link in the description for you guys. But I do want to say is that Web3 is probably going to be a huge focus on the next crypto bull run, as well as the next phase of the economy. Because as we're moving towards more savvy technology than what we are now, and the Web 2 version of the internet is kind of falling to the wayside. So I do feel like that it's eventually going to overtake, and that's where all the good jobs are. That's where people are going to be going. But with work from home, it's going to spread out. It's not going to be like everyone's flowing to a city. But with that said, with work from home, it's also coming to an end too. It's going to be possible for some jobs, but not all jobs. I think especially like project management, it's not going to be from work from home because you need you need that group interaction. Like Zoom calls just don't do it. You have to be in person to really spark ideas, innovate, things like that. Have those communications and efforts together. But also, companies are paying a massive amount of money for these offices. They're going to make you come back. So a lot, especially insurance, you're going to be back in the office. I guarantee it. You're going to be back in the office because it's not working out well. It's taking months to resolve, and of course, because of that, insurance payouts are more frequent because it's not done as quickly, and you lose valuable time and information along the way. So it's definitely something I would definitely keep an eye out on for coming. Because like if I had to pick a good place to go into, it'd be a healthcare association because the insurance is going to waver in that, and it's going to go down, and they're going to start losing money, which will make it a good price point, but they'll come back in like 5 years. So it's definitely a good one. I'm dollar cost averaging in over the long term because it is in my portfolio at about 5% of my total portfolio value. But really, other than that, it's just been a boring day. Like, there's really nothing going on. Like, it's just all just hearsay news, FUD, just random BS that's out there in the markets. All I can tell you guys is that if you really want to, if you really, really want to make, if you really want to make money in it, all you got to do is dollar cost average in and stay in the market. That's all I can really say about it right now. Because, like, it's going to be trading sideways for the next 8 months. Both crypto and the stock market, we're kind of going to be flat, kind of going up, go down, go up, go down. But in the long term, if you look in the next 10 years, we're probably going to be up like 100% from where we are now. But that is my opinion of how I'm understanding the data. Business wise, a lot of businesses, especially small businesses, are going to be crumbling. Taxes have changed. I know I paid more in taxes this year. I know a lot of people that are paying personal taxes higher. So it's just going to be interesting to see how that goes. We definitely just have to you just kind of have to wait it out. That's all I can say. Wait it out. All you can do is wait it out. That's it. If you guys got any questions, definitely DM me or put them in the comment below. I'll try to get to you guys. Unfortunately, like I don't have a lot of time today. I'm kind of tired and hungry. I want to get home since it's early day, and I have nothing else to do business wise. But let me tell you something. Like if you're running your own business and you feel like you're struggling, I can tell you right now, there's still opportunity out there. It's just that it's back to the grit to the grind. You got to really put the work in, really put the effort in, think outside the box, keep growing. I actually have a video that posted on the business level Patreon. If you want to join that, it's definitely worthwhile because you get to chat with me. You get to we get that personal one-on-ones. I mean, I can tell you how I overcame obstacles in my business, how I grew my business, and all that stuff. I can tell you right now, this is kind of like the grit to the grind. You really, really, really got to fine tune your approach to your business and what your product is and what your company is doing and what your niche is, and fine tune all the costs. Like stop wasting money on random shit. So make sure that you're putting money to work instead of burning money. Like when I say burning money, it's like it's great to have a good day in business, but don't have a good day and then like go out and have like a $300 dinner. Like have a good day and then move forward to a better day the next day. Keep planning, keep pushing forward. Because I'm telling you right now, the ones that keep pushing, keep working, they're the ones that are going to make it through this downturn. If you're just like, up, it's too hard, it's unfair, then you're going to fall to the wayside. I can tell you one thing about business. It's unfair. It's very unfair, terribly unfair, ruthless. It's like the one last bastion of where true human brutality exists because in business, your competition is doing everything it can to basically bring you down. And any success I get means someone else isn't eating. So just remember that. Keep that in mind. But if you guys have any questions, definitely give me a call. Drop a line. I'm happy to answer. Go join the Patreon. Definitely join the Discord on the Patreon so you can have access to the whole group as we talk about everything crypto, stock, real estate, growth. Also, give a shout out to my best supporter, Crypto Dream. Kind of been with me from the beginning. Go like and subscribe to his channel. We're helping him to get to 500 as well. And help us get to 500 subscribers. Like and subscribe to this video, to this channel. So thank you guys. Definitely invest with confidence. Do your own research and don't moonshot your life savings into one investment. Diversify and make sure you do your research on what you're diversifying into. But with that said, guys, I got to head out of here. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning at another Crypto Morning News. Definitely have a safe and wonderful evening. Talk to you guys later.